the push, but Cinderin dies, and obviously the Tiny still hasn't ages, so he's back up again.
If they could have actually focused the Bat Rider, if they had actually hit that stun, follow with the Ice Path, they kill the Bat Rider with the Slardar, maybe they get a Lucky Bash or something, then perhaps they could have actually done a lot better in that team. Unfortunately, they didn't, and we're going into game.
All right. What do you think, Louis? While you're walking over, what did you thought about that game, or what could they do better?
I guess the caster and Cap already talked about what they could do better. I just want to say that the Slaughter carry isn't as bad as it seems.
Okay.
The bash talent damage seemed very good, combined with the attack speed talent, you get 20. The problem they did against a Wyvern, which made it pretty hard to, like, you know, kill anybody with their Slaughter.
Sure.
But I think it deserves, like, I think you pair with a very high damage mid, like a Sniper or Invoker or something like that. But let's talk about that later, as we have now a draft on the way.
Yep, we have a Beastmaster ban, an Enchantress and Night Stalker there too, on the side of MidOrFeed. They ban out the Night Stalker themselves this time. And Na'Vi ban out the Clockwork, the Witch Doctor, as well as the AA. And that means that Winter Wyvern is indeed still in the pool, so we're going to see another Soneko Winter Wyvern, who, by the way, is the one player that picked Winter Wyvern like a year ago when Winter Wyvern was good. But Soneko made him look good anyway. The original Winter Wyvern player.
Jakiro again versus the Winter Wyvern. They're feeling it. They like that matchup. I agree.
10 seconds remaining.
What do they get to come this time? The Night Stalker's out of their hands. They get a King Clockwork. Other 4 positions.
Team pick.
Earthshaker.
Ooh, the Earthshaker this time.
The line stuns. Yeah.
Yeah, line
sure,
stuns. Yeah. You can call them the line stuns, that's fine. Let's see what Navi's answer to this one is.
Remaining.
Previous game, we saw a
5 seconds
Tiny at this
remaining.
stage. Tiny obviously not banned.
I like a position for Rubik here if they have a player that can run it. Some pretty good steals against both Jakiro and Shaker. The problem with that is that it is a bit squishy. We saw earlier today Rubik plus Crystal made it kind of just get ran at, but I think Wyvern defends herself quite much better than the CM. But we're gonna just do the same thing.
I mean, why not? It worked out. He's very good, and I think at some point, from what Fog said, the status resistance was like 80%.
Yeah, so you vacuum, and apparently he doesn't even go to the center of the vacuum.
Yeah,
he just stops halfway.
He just stops halfway because he's just that resistance that he disables, which is great. I mean, you've got your Ice Path and your Fissure and things. That's not gonna affect Tiny for very long at all, and Ice Path is already a very short stun.
He's something like 5 and 7.
10 seconds remaining.
5 and 7 is not even. Not even 2.
They should have just BM'd them by Aeon Disc at the end, just like get even more status resistance. You see a fissure come in, you walk right after the fissure is used.
What do you want versus Tiny? Omni Knight. Oh, it's banned.
Omni Knight and Bat Rider both taken out.
What if you tried the other sustain core hero in a Abaddon?
5 seconds.
Nobody's picking Abaddon.
No, we saw an Abaddon in North American region.
Ones, right?
But
yeah, it's been seen. I even saw. I don't know if this is a pro game or not. I remember seeing safe lane Abaddon.
Dire team pick.
They got Bat Rider themselves.
I thought Bat Rider was banned. Sorry.
No, not this time.
I'm seeing to the future as per usual.
Yep, they pick it up before Na'Vi can get their hands on it again, but they go for the Nyx Assassin instead. Which is a great hero against both Jakiro and Bat Rider. We had this before, a Bat Rider and Jakiro against the Nyx Assassin.
Yeah.
Great spike carapace
10
game.
seconds remaining.
Yep, very strong hero.
5 seconds remaining.
Takes away a lot of options. MidOrFeed when it comes to their mids.
Heroes like Storm Spirit, Ember Spirit, not an option anymore. Speaking of Ember, what happened to him? I don't think I've seen a single game.
I have not seen a single Ember game. It's a Vengeful Spirit here, though.
Is that the carry Venge?
That's how you deal with Tiny.
You think that's enough?
Is it?
When you get
Minus
bursted
armor?
down, it's okay because you've got your Vengeful Spirit running out.
I was gonna say, it's like, that doesn't look like too great of a hero
No,
against
it's a physical damage hero that
Sure.
applies
5
minus armor, which is
seconds
good
remaining.
versus Tiny. So
Yep.
that part is good. Maybe they run a TA mid as well. We'll see.
I think
Maybe-
going into too much physical damage might get dangerous against Wyvern.
Yeah.
But I kind of like
But the
Invoker.
Vengeful Spirit, Lumi.
True.
It's a
guess if,
sacrifice. The Winter's Curse comes down. They all group up to kill one of their allies, but he becomes a ghost and goes after the enemy team.
Who's the best ghost? It just comes down to your base stats, right?
Yeah.
Like a range core that has a ton of damage.
Do you get auras off the Spirit?
I don't think so.
It's probably just Morphling. If
I
you
think
morph
you get
into
him out of the
agility or
Shadow
something.
Demon illusion, though,
Okay.
which is
okay.
kind of crazy.
Just right before you die, morph into agility.
Yeah, I like Shira's idea. Just take a sacrificial Morphling mid. Morph to
This
like
sounds like
300 HP, right?
It sounds like some real cultist shit going on right now. Just 4 people surrounding a Morphling. They get Winter's Curse. He must be sacrificed to the Death God.
Wait, but doesn't he attack the Wyvern, not the Tiny?
Yeah, he'll go after the.
Okay.
He'll go after the Wyvern. He'll go after
That
the
seems like a dubious strategy. So I believe Navi picked a Death Prophet at this stage of the game last time, right? Or was that
Yeah.
the final?
Oh, they
That
get a
Death
different
Prophet was the
pushing
last
now.
pick. They picked a Bat Rider at this stage. They go for a Pugna.
Okay.
This is also this is a very hard game for Bat Rider. Jesus Christ. Poor Bat Rider, man.
Yep.
But look at the saves they have now. You got Cold Embrace, you
10
got Decrep.
seconds remaining.
That's a lot of anti-physical stuff, man.
Physical immunity.
So we're
5
thinking the
seconds
same, right?
remaining.
So Nako for the next assassin, and then there's going to be a general Pugna?
Oh, you think it's
yeah.
offlane Pugna?
Yeah?
It could be, yeah. I'm feeling Dendy on this one because offlane Pugna is very squishy against like triple stuns of Hero Shaker and Venge.
Maybe they're expecting a aggressive tri-lane again, so they're going to dodge it.
Okay.
Maybe they run the Pugna versus the Bat Rider. I don't know how that matchup would work in the aggro. Nah, it's probably not.
I'm putting him mid, guys.
Yeah, put him in.
Right.
Put him in. Because his MidOrFeed, they're gonna have a really strong aggro themselves, and they would like the Bat Rider one.
We're going to find out what MidOrFeed is thinking, what's going to happen here, because I believe they get to ban something very, very soon. Not
Dire
yet.
team ban.
It's a Death Prophet ban, so they are expecting the Pugna to be on the offlane in this one.
Okay.
Or I should say it to be the 3 position, because I think that they might put him top and run dual lanes or something. Maybe.
10 seconds remaining.
It means the MidOrFeed has the
5
last pick
seconds remaining.
later on.
Dire team pick.
Start timer. So I'm say Seth is just.
Nobody likes Shadow Fiend.
Is this a puck game? It's not a terrible puck.
10
You know, it's
seconds
surprising. We
remaining.
have not seen a lot of Puck today, and Puck was one of the first pick for his band in the North American
5
region that we saw this
seconds
weekend.
remaining.
It was banned a bit in the first earlier series. Seeing at least.
Yeah, in the Liquid Secret game, it was banned a lot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, first.
In NA, Puck's banned all the time because we watch like 6 EG games
Yeah.
in a row.
They first faced Puck ban for Team Secret in the first series. You're right,
Radiant team pick.
but not today. Hey, look,
Hey!
it is him, the Fiend of
And
the
whenever
Shadows.
whenever I doubt, a team just goes ahead and tells me I'm wrong. I'm like, I think this could be. I was gonna say, I think it's an SF game, but it just doesn't. refuse to
Nobody
be
ever
picked,
thinks
so
that.
10 seconds
I was like, why
remaining.
be wrong again?
So is this a good Shadow? It is a good Shadow Fiend game. Why is it a
5
good Shadow Fiend
seconds
game?
remaining.
I mean, I think they just needed. physical damage farming type hero
Okay.
in their mid.
Playing Shadow Fiend versus Batrider is always very rough because with a lot of early game Shadow Fiend is all about like turning around for precise raises, and having Napalm on you is just like ooh, it makes those turn raises really hard. And I think the new Shadow Fiend is a much more spell-based Shadow Fiend because the way they did on Shadow Raises now, each successful Shadow Raise you hit one after another, you get much more damage. We're gonna get the Sniper final pick.
I actually think it was.
I mean, this is a very, it's such a very similar plan for both teams, kind of feel. Maybe a little bit more on the push side for Na'Vi this one. What do we reckon? Illumi, you're up first.
I still don't like the Sniper versus the Tiny matchup. Feels like you could just get up too close and do way too much damage. I'm gonna go with Na'Vi once again.
All right, simple.
I actually like MidOrFeed's lineup more than I did for game number 1.
Yeah. But I feel there's a but coming.
I think I have a 100% prediction for today, so
Yes,
I'm not going to take the risk for MidOrFeed. I'm going Na'Vi.
All right.
I'm going to keep it safe. Keep it safe.
Well, my prediction record is kind of down the drain today, but I am still going for Na'Vi as well because I think they are the better team in this matchup. We're going to find out, though. Over to ODPixel and Fogged.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back for the final game of the day. We have Na'Vi versus MidOrFeed, and we're ready to rock and roll. And we're getting some classic stuff in the mid lane. It's Sniper versus SF in 2017.
And it's Dendy Shadow Fiend.
Dendy SF.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
I'm pretty hyped up for this one.
I'm ready to see some Dendy SF.
So this one, Roger should have a much better game this time around. He's versus a Batrider. That makes it a hell of a lot easier to play this hero. And look at this, Na'Vi's got a plan. They're here to play. They're just gonna smoke through the mid lane and go up for that top bounty run, it looks like. Cheeky little maneuver. Don't run into the tower, guys. Have they changed their mind? No, they haven't. Sind is ready though. Look at his positioning.
Listen, yeah, indeed, in that place, he should be fine,
30
yeah.
seconds to battle.
Throws the smoke, backs away.
Look at the line drawn by Weehaw. He's like, this is what they did.
Good luck to come out. Be unable to find the kill. They do sort of drive MidOrFeed away from that position.
So I would like to see the Nyx Assassin probably play around bottom, at least for the first few levels, just to make sure that General can get something down there, because Pugna can suffer a bit.
The battle begins.
Oh, Roger.
Was he trying to stun at the TP from cancel?
Because we're seeing so many people do that,
Yeah.
I think, you know, nowadays, even if you're doing it blind, you know there's a chance that someone's standing there TPing to a lane.
It's a common.
It's worth going.
It's a common pub thing I've been seeing. People have like Treant Protector or something. You just sit there and you wait for them to try to TP and you like root them, and it's like, haha, I got you.
I mean, most of the time they get to the lane anyway. But it definitely can help out in terms of messing up the block if they haven't got that support player helping them out with that. See how Dendy SF does in the mid lane at the moment. Roger keeping tabs on Cinderan's movements, as it were. Just making sure that the Shaker doesn't get anywhere close to mid lane, cause many issues for Dondo.
Yep, and Shaker, Sniper, pretty good kill threat on Shadow Fiend when they have early levels on Shrapnel. Roger, starting to walk in. Throwing out some harassment on the cancel here.
I mean, this is good, you know, so the Dreamers in SF, just having that support zoning back your enemy mid laner so you can have an easier time to get up those first few souls.
Yeah, just the first few levels, they're really important there. Roger actually steals the last hit on the rink there.
At this point, Dendy should be fine. He's got at least 4 souls going.
I thought they would actually put the Wyvern in the mid lane to help Dendy and have the Nyx bottom to help out the Pugna, but looks like General's actually getting a full double wave pushed into him, so he is a very happy camper down here.
Yeah, the momentum in this bottom lane gone absolutely to pot for MidOrFeed.
MidOrFeed?
MidOrFeed? MidOrFeed.
Mid, Dendy, eating a fissure. Cancel, getting walked up on the stun, connects, they got 3 raises.
Done. Yeah, did cancel. If he can land the raise, Dondo! Boom! Triple raise, mother.
He gets full souls from that.
He does indeed. First blood for Dendy.
That was well played by Dendy. You see how he anticipated it too? He walked up, he's like, I've got it. So Roger connecting the stun beautifully there. And Dendi's got a pretty nice advantage here. Still versus the sniper, and he has to watch out for shaker rotations, but got the dream. Seneko now. Oh, Seneko's looking pretty dead here.
I think this man ain't getting back to Na'Vi headquarters anytime soon. Oh,
the
he
stun,
TPs.
though.
All right, he's a smart boy. Takes the TP scroll and wipes his way out of it.
Sin had to hold that one, but didn't really expect the TP out instantly, I guess. Nicely done, though, by Seneko. No hesitation.
This mid lane now, it should get pretty tough, I feel, for Council. Sure, he's a sniper, but with the raises up, Dendi's he should get easy CS.
Yeah, as long as the shaker's not there, he should be able to do fine on the last department.
Yeah, the fish is certainly annoying.
Yep.
Holding him back from the creep wave.
General's gotten a lot down bottom already, though. And he's only 4-1, but the experience is the big thing. Level 3 already. You can start being very obnoxious with that Decrepify. Oh, Tomato gets away.
Easy CS.
Kezu in the top lane. He has a double stack on the side there next to him, so if he wants to be able to farm that one soon, he's already starting to stack up the napalms. Nego's trying to zone him out, but Arctic Burn has been expended, and now Kezu will be able to claim that one, so Nego walks in, he's got the Splinter Blast, and try to take some of the last hits, and some harass onto Kezu.
Doesn't get any of the last hits, I don't believe, but at least soaks up some of the XP.
Yeah, level 3 on that Wyvern, and he's given Crystallize a bit more of that laning experience.
And with these souls, gotta say Dendi is playing it perfectly. It's starting to really climb ahead in CS.
Cancel.
It's gotta be careful. Oh, he is dead. Here's the raises, there's the 1, there's the 2. Again, Dendi getting set up for success thanks to Roger's rotations to the mid lane. Looking pretty good for the Dendi Shadow Fiend so far.
Yep, great start coming out. Do they have any stacks coming out for him in the jungle to accelerate him? Not just yet. Oh, just 1. They do have 1.
Top, look at this as well. Bit of a hunt down onto Kezu.
Oh, and they steal his bounty rune. He just picked up a bottle too. So these bounty runes are really important to steal away from his bottle. So we've seen a lot from Na'Vi is what they do is they protect the right side of the jungle for Dendi. So they like to get stacks around there for him so he can just start accelerating. And we did, as I mentioned, he already has 1 stack coming mid. Trying to go for a cheeky play here. General running across here.
He's sipping in here with the haste receiver.
Oh,
throws down the Fisher, but still Roger gets the stun, and indeed Sin is stuck in the tree line. A couple of raises, bringing Council down low. He is going to try and salve himself back up, and in fact, he will make it. That decrep saved his life.
Saved him, yeah. I mean, it did bonus damage for the raises, but he wasn't able to get the right clicks afterwards. Slight little mistake there maybe by General, but...
I mean, overall, though, look at the CS difference in the mid lane. Dendi 23 for 19 against the 6 for 6.
Oh,
this man, this is OpenAI, is that you? It's looking pretty good for Dendi.
That is really not good for Cancel. Dendi's going to be level 6 when Cancel's level 4, pretty much. And Crystallize is full free farming as well.
And I feel like as well, the fact that Dendi's had that good of a time on the Shadow Fiend, like surely that's normally the reason why we don't see lots of SF, isn't it? That he can get heavily punished at the start, or is there other reasons why we don't see it?
He just requires a lot of items. He really needs Magic Immunity to get into fight because usually 1 stun and you're such a Shadow Fiend. You just need a lot, pretty much. The hero needs like 2 items to really driving force, but it is also pertaining to the laning.
So Kazi tries to run down on Crystallize. Does have 3 stacks of sticky napalm. Crystallize will go for the toss back on Kazi, but Kazi and Cineran continue to chase. Seneko comes in with a rotation, a quick decrep and a blast, and the avalanche. They'll turn, they'll take the life for the bat, and Crystallize survives.
Nicely done by.
Very good TP rotation from the Pugna.
And Roger this time too, he's having already excellent impact on the game. He even puts a sentry down in the mid lane, dewards the ward that Cancel just had placed, and now Cancel really can't lane at all. Level 6 on Dendi. Cancel, watch out. Dendi sees you with the ward.
Oh, there's 2 raises connecting. Cancel has to run. And he will get away, but it's scary. Syndron has to TP in just in case Cancel is being further chased.
He knows there's a ward on the high ground.
Look at the net worth difference. Dendi nearly tripling the net worth of this sniper at 6.5 minutes in. I don't think I've seen a difference between the 2 mids that large in a very long time.
They will be able to claim bottom tower though, MidOrFeed that is. So they will surge Cancel a bit more gold. And now speaking of that, General's coming in.
Well, Snake's in a bit of trouble, but so is Tomato, and Tomato would certainly be the biggest loss. He is the position 1 Vengeful Spirit. He tries for the TP out and will be successful. Nothing to hold him back.
Nice TP. And the
lane.
tower.
Dendy.
No, cancel again.
They do at the back of a Roger. Roger's going to miss the stun, though. A couple of raises coming through from Dendy, but Dendy, he should be overwhelmed this time. Kezu and Cinneren looking for the kill. 3 stacks of napalm as they chase Dendy down. Dendy tries to fight back with the raises. In fact, nearly gets Cinneren. Won't be successful, though, as Dendy gets taken down. They lose Roger as well. That's the exact kind of help the Council needs in the mid lane, and it was a very, very successful move from MidOrFeed, taking down not only Dendy, but the Roger Nexus as him too.
Oh, if that stun catches on anyone, they get a kill on... They get at least 1 kill in return.
Yeah,
but
bit of
Roger,
a misplay.
Bit of a miss, yeah. But yeah, good rotation from MidOrFeed. That's kind of what they need to do. Throw 3 heroes to bring Cancel back in the game, because he's still suffering quite heavily. Roger getting aggressive here onto Cancel. The rotation from the side from Crystallize. Dendy's there too.
Dendy is. If he can get in for a raise, Council's gone. BAM! Raise from Dendy. He may have just been taken down, but that will give him the tasty boost back to the souls as he heads back up to max souls. Cleans up this wave as well. 30 souls. I'm interested to see what Dendy picks up on the SF in terms of items this game. I mean, do we see sort of a Shadow Blade come out early? Has he just got to get the stats on, like the Dragon Lance? Like, what's he doing in SF in 2017? Up top, they will hold that forward because the toss in onto Roger, allowing him to close the gap onto this Sinner and Shaker. Could just set them up a kill. He's going to try and run, but a tree's tossed forward and Crystallize claims the life of Sin. Roger should pay with his own life, and in fact, they may be able to get Crystallize as well as Kezu comes in with the lasso. It isn't quite enough to disable as Crystallize able to continue to walk this one off. They do have a stun back up. Tomato has to juke back because of the threat of the magic missile. And Dendy's rotation as well, forcing MidOrFeed to go away from the Tiny, but now Dendy could be in a bit of trouble.
Cancel's got no shrapnels.
And with that in mind, there won't be the trace potential that the MidOrFeed were hoping for. And this is 2 cores in the mid lane. Tomato and Cancel not able to quite bite back as much as they would hope to.
General's queued up a meteor. He bought the Ogre Club.
Vincere, Hammer.
Committed to the tower push. I'm looking for...
Oh!
Swap.
Rog. Oh, they're sort of on the wrong side of it. Oh, he missed the stun. Roger?
He's standing still.
Oh, okay, he deserves to lose his life here.
He's gonna live, though.
I think he actually is.
Oh,
Unless
the
they get a flame break back. Ooh,
oh.
Not quite back to low ground. Cinder's going to continue to chase this, though. Yeah, with a fish knife by their claim, and ooh, that was... He's missed a couple of stuns this game, Roger, that I feel like he should. We'll blame the pick. I'm sure he's getting a bit of... I don't know, the HQ, maybe that's
the mid one can happen, but that one, Venture standing still. I think he might die anyway, even if he can.
I mean, sure, yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. 3 heroes on top of the Nexus asset.
Yep. Cancel, though, still not recovering. Still more than double on Dendy. And General, during all this aggression, he's pretty much claimed that bottom tower. 1 more blast.
Kaboom. He's got it. And if you say push him closer to this Meteor Hammer rush. I mean, on paper, it seems good, maybe. I mean, it's a lot of push, isn't it? It's a lot of blast. And hey, in the fights, if you decrep someone with the slow, I guess it's pretty likely that you may even have the chance to channel it and drop him down on someone that's been decrept.
Unless you get stunned.
This is true.
I mean, maybe he's just testing.
Do you get cast range talent still on Pugner?
No.
There's not, okay. It's interesting stuff.
I didn't even look. Yeah, it is gone.
Yeah, you're right. Go. Dendy, level 10, takes the attack speed talent.
So he's going to go for the right-click build.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's going to be the Hurricane Pike. I was considering if he does... I mean, if he goes for the Spell Amp, we've seen a lot of players been going for, like, Blink into BKB and stuff like that to try to go for the combos.
Oh, up top there, trying for an easy pick, but at the same time, Kezu can't really get in. Crystallize is there. Cinderin.
Never mind, he says.
Never mind. What?
Cancel. Never mind.
Then he's actually got an Invis room, and he's up top, and he'll claim the kill. Jakiro down. Can he find something more? Look for the raise on Tomato, bringing Tomato down low. They've got the toss onto Cinder, and raise again from Dendy, picks up the double, turns towards Kezu, gets the triple. Dendy Shadow Fiend turning up in style up top.
And General the whole time is pushing down bottom. So I was going to mention something, and it kind of happened there. It wasn't a massive thing, but I wanted to see how the grow affects versus the lasso. Having that status effect reduction.
It's pretty crazy, isn't it?
It's actually pretty crazy. That lasso got reduced by that 20%. Actually, it's like a little bit higher. It's that 30% got He's got strength.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Okay,
Ooh.
Vendetta to kill the courier by Roger.
And that was someone's phase boots.
I think it was Tomato. No, actually.
That was, it was
Oh, it's
cancelled.
cancels. Oh, cancels. I mean.
Brown boots Aquila at 12 minutes in. Cancel on the verge of breaking some GPM records. The wrong ones. See up top again here. Dendy.
Positioning.
Yeah, the team, they had the control. Bam. Easy raise onto one. Turns towards Tomato. Bam. Where is it? Here we go. Oh, no, actually, no, it doesn't bam Tomato. Tomato doesn't get bammed. The others do.
Yeah.
Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam.
So what has he got finished up? Force Staff into Ogre, so it will be that Hurricane Rush to fill the gap. And Roger on the prowl, getting some aggressive work. He does see Cinderin. Tomato.
He's got a team behind him, yeah.
Tomato wants to push the top tower here. I think that's his main focus. Behind the tower, General and Sandy should be able to clean this one up quite easily here. And the ancient stacks are available. Crystal Blast stacking it one more time. They will have it till there. John walks in.
I don't know if he's walking back out. Oh, with the Fisherman Cindy may just do so. Toss that tree at him.
Oh my God. That attack range is absurd from the tree.
Good old caber tossing.
This is good here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And they clean bottom tower. And they even defend top. Everything going in the favor of Na'Vi at the moment. 7k gold lead already at 13 minutes. 7k experience lead as well.
Oh, and Roger still missing stuns. Come on, Roger. Having a bit of a rough one. Up top, swapping the run.
General.
I'm out of here. General says, no, you're not. One more blast will do it.
And now mid, Sind. The combo from Crystallize and Roger and Dendy.
Well, it's been a lovely day here at DreamLeague.
It's they're really falling apart here, honestly. Cancel has 3.6k net worth. They can't get him back in the game because they can't find any of these fights.
It's rough. It's rough, but there's Sind and the boys. They're looking for the comeback. They know that they can turn this one around. No one else does, but they know.
They don't really have great team fight in comparison versus Na'Vi. Like, they don't have Shaker with Echo Slam still at this time.
Here comes the meteor. It's glorious. Towers just melting.
I know Grant's probably having a heart attack if he's looking.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, the smoke.
Oh, Roger. Oh, come on. This is a good stunt. Oh, he misses it again. Roger, come on.
Didn't get protection.
All right, Roger's in trouble. Let's see if MidOrFeed can turn this. They will be able to get the kill onto Nyx Assassin.
Zaneko as well?
Zaneko as well has gone down.
Did they even have reveal for him there?
Oh, I don't think they did.
I think he
panicked.
Yeah, I think he saw them and he was like, oh God, I broke a smoke.
I don't think.
Or was the Vendetta ending?
I don't think I've seen a Nyx Assassin miss this many stuns in.
The Vendetta was not ending because it's still...
But it's the mind games, you know, at the end of the day.
That's a costly thing, though. They just pay with, I mean, both of their supports. Sure, Navi's still farming just fine, but I mean, making those mistakes. Sin now is level 6.
Must be the lag. It's the lag. Oh, Roger. He's going to hit this stun. Kappa.
I think he's getting stressed
I'm
out.
seeing this.
Come on, man.
What's going on?
Give him a break.
I'll give him a break. Okay.
It really isn't the hardest stun to eat. It is
a hard stun.
It's not the easiest stun to hit.
It's a hard stun. It is.
Come on,
it is.
Don't bully me.
I've never hit a stun with this hero, so I can't talk. Good old Roger. We like him though. He's been a great player in other games, but this one he's struggling. But it's fine. He's creating space. You know, he's putting pressure on Na'Vi. They're 10k gold lead.
He's at least giving a lot of information for his team. He's running around invis.
Yep.
He's gonna walk onto a sentry.
Oh no, Roger. He's gonna stun Sin. No.
There's another sentry.
Stun him. Roger.
They dusted him.
Oh no, Roger. I can't actually believe this. I mean, come on. He's actually missed so many stuns. He's actually missed so many. Some of these. Come on, Fog.
Tomato gets picked off in the meantime. Though.
Yeah.
Top.
I mean, they're winning the game, Na'Vi. At the moment.
He's at least forcing reactions from the enemy. But
I love
that one. I mean, he's gonna die anyway. But
he's gonna. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You know, he doesn't need to hit the stuns if he ain't gonna get the kills. So you know, it's fine.
He's probably feeling like, oh, God, I can't land a stun. Like, it's really. Oh,
He's probably having a good game.
last one comes out. They actually are able to find.
Right, they need that stun to land. Come on, Roger. This is the time I need where you can turn it around for your team.
And he dies.
Yeah, Dendy's already dead. This is the easiest stun of Roger's life. BAM! He's got it! And with that, the turnaround is there. Lands one stun, and suddenly the team fight going the way of Na'Vi. Sniper's down. And they get more, though. Weeha in the mid lane, Roger.
Oh, Sin's in trouble. Crystallized.
There we go.
Sin.
I see. He hit a stun. Team fights Na'Vi's.
They lose Dendy, though. That's the big kill.
I still
And who
they,
got
they
it?
get 2 kills in return.
Oh, Cancel got the kill, too.
But he's dead. Get the push on for Na'Vi in the mid lane.
The Meteor Hammer.
Look at this.
Oh, see, dude, if he gets stunned. Now it's on cooldown, too.
Oh, we are.
He's going to punish Weeha for that, though.
See if they can get this one.
Just outranges it with the new. Yeah, he just had Aether Lens. And, well, Kaya's going to be delivered for General now too soon, so he's going to keep the pressure. But Simato going for a swap.
Yeah, he's looking for it. Couldn't quite get it. Does get it in. Does manage to get the Nyx Assassin. Roger in trouble. Can they get him out? The grip and returns. He misses the stun, of course, and he dies. All right. Okay. I feel pretty bad now. Actually, I'm not going to mention if he misses the stun again. It's mean. And I'm sure Twitch chat are probably making some comments anyway. So the last thing that Roger needs is me making comments on the situation. So Twitch chat, you got me covered, right? On the missed stuns. You go for it. You guys go for it. I'm done.
They're dust. He was dead anyway.
Yeah.
If he'd been dead in Ran,
he's dead anyway.
Die again.
He's dead anyway in like all of these times. So. But it's entertaining. He's my new favorite now. I like Roger.
They might be able to find Dendy here. Not last though.
Yeah, this is a big pick as well. TP's coming through, but Dendy, he's already going to be gone. He's still down though. The assassinate comes through from Cancel. Crystallize does get the return kill on to Cinderin.
Oh, but Cancel. He actually outranges General.
Oh, they've got the Winter's Curse. That range, they're allowing them to close the gap. Also, Na'Vi chasing down Tomato as well. They'll take down Cancel, looking for Tomato. Tomato's got the Glimmer Cape. Do they have detection? They've got the Sentry, but the swap. Doesn't matter. Tomato still in a bit of trouble as the rest of his team just die around him. Kezu loses his life. Weeha as well. Tomato the only one to escape. Sure, they get Dendy, but at an incredible cost. Losing 4 heroes.
Yeah. They had to commit so many heroes to kill him. Look at how tanky he is. And it's right next to his shrine, so Na'Vi quick to respond. 11k gold lead for them, 10k experience lead. They're gonna throw a couple smacks on the tower here with the Meteor Hammer.
Here we go.
Oh, stopped again. Oh, Crystallize committed.
Puts in there. Oh, that setup there for Crystallize nearly turns around on Na'Vi as he tosses Sind into one of the best Echo Slam Sin's hit in his life.
They've got to get out of there now.
They're out.
Seneko.
Bam!
Oh, General.
Oh.
Got somebody.
It is. Given the counter suck.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Dendy goes mid.
This lane in. Tier 2's already fallen pretty low there. Still, 20 to 11, 13k gold lead for Na'Vi. Tomato finishes off Shadow Blade. But this is still looking pretty out of hand. Roger's nearly got the Blink Dagger.
He is.
Then we're going to see some fantastic Blink. Maybe stun. We'll see. I'm looking forward to it.
He'll get a couple.
Yeah.
It's easier with Blink. Dendy stacking up, farming Ancients. Oh boy.
It's looking rough for Sin.
It's looking very problematic. There's already the Blink Dagger on Tiny. He's on his way toward AC as well. So, I mean, if Cancel shows, he's just dead. So, Cancel, don't show mid. Slice actually decided not to go, but now he's turned around. He wants Cancel.
Oh, they get this jump. We are trying to guard the sideline, but Roger moving in.
They know he's there.
They've got eyes, they've got dust on Roger. He's walked straight into the ice path. They have the control with the lasso, dragging this Nyx Assassin back.
But Cancel now. Oh, they actually don't commit. They had vision of him for a second, but nighttime doesn't allow them to see him there.
See, MidOrFeed can chase him more.
General's committed.
He is. He's coming in from the sidelines. They've also got the Ancients of the Shroud to worry about. Dendy coming in from the back. They're pinstering them in. The Avalanche out onto 2. Cinderin falling low. He will keep himself alive just for now as he continues to retreat. Dendy falls low. Gets the Requiem out, but Dendy, he may just put pop. No. Cold Embrace is there just in time for Seneko, keeping him alive. Crystallize. He's taken down Weeha. He finds Cancel as well. Dendy keeps himself alive. Tomato's going to come in. Is he going to go for the greedy little attempt on Dendy's life? Can he get it? Ah, yes, he can. He goes for the TP out. He's not going to make it away. Triple kill for Crystallize again. Dendy does go down, but each and every time it still is Na'Vi finding a considerable advantage in these trades.
Yeah, I mean, just because of how far ahead they are, the fights are just so much naturally easier for them to actually play.
I'll take a tier 2 as well off the back of this. In fact, Crystallize, he's looking for more, jumping forward, the force is there on the back. Guess he's fine for now. Weehar's coming with the TP. Ice pass set up, and now Crystallize just waltzes over and with the toss. Weehar, he's TP'd into his own deck.
Meteor Hammer.
Right, this time he channels it. He gets the channel off. That and a Decrepify.
Dude, that and a blast actually does 600 damage to the tower.
Down bottom, Sin did get jumped on by Crystallize. Has the Echo Slam. The last one comes out in time. Can they save this man with the Winter's Curse? Yes, they can. Crystallize is out of there. And Roger. It's the two-man stone. Holds back. MidOrFeed.
Beautiful curse by Seneko, saving his buddy.
Nice, very nice indeed. This should be an easy one now. It's been a rough day.
They've got full map control though, and when Dendi has BKB, there's like no way for MidOrFeed to actually bring him down. Unless they get some beautiful chainstone, he's about to have it. I think that I would imagine that they would probably just go for a Roshan when they have AC plus BKB Shadow Fiend, because it doesn't, I don't think that there's a good way for MidOrFeed to fight around there. Even though they do have Bat Rider, I think it's just because of the deficit they're at, and there's an Nyx Assassin who can get the blink.
What is the level 15 talent again? I saw what Dendi to the President saw effects, but what's the other one?
Movement speed.
Okay. Is this, with the pros, this is the favored one?
I see people go both.
Yeah, I see people go both as well.
I think they just want to be able to push towers or push and end the game.
Yeah, for sure. When you've got this sort of advantage, absolutely. You don't need extra movement speed. Just as you say, you just want to close the game.
So, MidOrFeed, this could be a pretty cheeky move here. They're actually committing into the Roche pit with Tomato. Okay.
And they're slowly but surely doing it. Denti and the guys that are very close. I think you can have a look in on the pit though. That's another question.
They're gonna go for their own smoke play here. They might make their way into the rush.
Oh, they've got BKB on Dendi as well. If they
the smoke's gonna break, they're gonna know.
Oh,
it's no one on the high ground.
Okay.
They don't know.
That's the smoke broke when you walk past Roche. Put 2 and 2 together. They'll look elsewhere then for the kills. They'll take the bat. Maybe they thought it was him that broke the smoke.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. They might make their way into the rush pit right now.
Oh, it's so low.
They're not gonna. Are they gonna
finish it? No, Dendi comes in. They do still get it though. Radiant get the rush. Someone pick the Aegis up. They do. Tomato grabs the Aegis, but Requiem comes out from Dendi. Tomato might just get out of there with the Shadow Blade. He does. So they do get the Roche kill. They do protect the Aegis as Tomato manages to sneak out of there with the Shadow Blade. He's back to base. We'll see how much that matters though in the overall spectrum of things, as still Na'Vi 26-13 and ready to maybe even just try and break high ground.
With that presence, they can go break the high ground a bit better with that Shadow Fiend, but it's mostly just general spamming with Meteor Hammer and Nether Blast.
Double damage still on Tiny. And that's the fortification being popped rather early as well.
Oh, okay, so Crystallize wants to close the game out now, so this tells me. He switched from the AC to the BKB. He almost has that finished up as well.
I mean, they've got enough damage as long as he can just sort of jump in and not worry about being bursted down by Shaker and Kira.
As Cancel recovered, S and Y Mask of Madness on Cancel, and then going in for the Maelstrom, so he wants to have HP and just that movement speed to kind of try to get away from that Tiny. But he's still quite squishy. But now it's Aegis on MidOrFeed, so Na'Vi, they don't want to be too over-aggressive versus this. Top, General, defend this tower. He might get caught out here by MidOrFeed though if he tries to go further, but he's smart, man. He goes and enjoys his team. I think they saw the rotation coming out from that ward too. And now looks like Na'Vi wants to actually go pick the fight themselves. At least Roger's heading his way up there.
Hey, and look at this, General, a man of the new and flashy items. He's got 3 of them. Oh. Aeon Disc, Meteor Hammer, Kaya.
I guess Aeon Disc versus Bat Rider, if he gets lassoed,
can
be extremely useful. Comes out. Tower though. Find an ops for him.
I guess as it is, he is literally a Nether Blast Meteor Hammer machine. His other items don't really matter. I mean, Tomato, it's going to find it, but that sentry down. Dendi knew straight away that he was there. Post the BKB, Crystallize jumping onto the backline, Cinderin down. Weehar as well going to fall as he gets swapped back to his own demise by Tomato. Then falls forward on Crystallize, looking for Tomato, who's trying for the TP out. It's not going to make it. Toss is there from Crystallize, and they claim the Aegis from the Vengeful Spirit. They look to set up for the second time. Stun isn't going to connect, of course, right, Roger, but it doesn't matter because the rest of the team's there to bring him down. Triple kill for Crystallize.
Looking harder and harder by the minute. 17k gold lead, 20k experience lead. They've got 43 seconds. Can they actually claim this?
Dendi just instantly with that BKB. Very nicely done. And then just the follow-up. Crystallize immediately just blinking across it all. He knows that if there's a Venge there, everyone's going to be behind him.
Yep.
And indeed they were. And wham bam. They take it all. They clean it up.
Kezu trying to get a lasso. Lasso? Loose? Lasso. I just said lasso because of you.
A lasso? I don't
You and
lasso.
Toby. Whatever. Crystallize commits in mid onto cancel.
Lasso. No,
We hustled.
Lasso. I know. Yep, this is the racks going down. Buybacks coming out from Ciderin and the lads. Can they do it? Can they hold back Na'Vi in 2017? I don't think they can. These boys are big. Roger doing it in style with the BM missed taunt. He's done 20 of them this game, and it's mentally destroying Ciderin. He doesn't know. I mean, how do you beat this sort of psychological warfare? Cinderin's trying his best with the Echo Slam, but Ciderin is down.
They're just too far ahead.
They are.
Kezu though, looking for a play, trying to find somebody on the side.
Eon disc. Ooh. Splash. Kezu coming in.
Oh, Roger gets the Carapace done.
They're going to try and turn for more. They're chasing. Kezu seeing if he can get some action out of this. Dendi and the lot on the background. Ooh, quick blink to dodge it. Kezu jukes out the attempt to go in. In fact, they jump to the side. They get General. General's gone. Crystallize jumps back forward. In a bit of trouble there with the assassinate. Crystallize going to fall low. They try and force him away. He is still alive for now. Dendi revs at the Requiem. Dissuading MidOrFeed from chasing for more.
Yeah, they've only got 3. They got back. Heal up. Dendi even cues an Aeon disc as well.
Oh, this is great. The mass Aeon discs.
Hey, to block the lasso, man. You get lassoed in, procs,
yeah.
Bat Rider countered.
Fly, my pretty, fly.
20k gold lead for Na'Vi. It's rough. It's rough for MidOrFeed.
I think Na'Vi knows that this game is pretty much in the bag. That's why he's going for like Aeon discs instead of Lincolns and stuff like that.
Don't mind if I do.
Dire's middle tower
almost
is under
with the AC
attack.
finished up after that BKB. And Roger's looking to get some scouting. He's got 8th events finished, some longer stuns.
Cinderin's been getting some nice echoes.
He's been trying.
Shrine is under attack.
It's a hard game.
Trying? He's giving it his all, Fog. Come on.
That's what I mean. It's a hard,
yeah.
It's a really hard game to play when you're this far behind.
Oh, the pings are out. Roger. Oh, we hard.
He was joking. That one's actually tough.
Okay, that one was. That was what, high in the difficulty in terms of sunset. I'll give it. Okay. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Na'Vi just overall have absolutely stomped MidOrFeed here again. Unfortunately for MidOrFeed, it's been a very rough day.
It's all about high ground defense now. Can they actually do it versus Na'Vi's lineup? Tough to swap them down. Yeah,
but then he gets the BKB off in time, indeed. Allows him that chance to react. And on the side, Tomato is just forced away from the base. Can he get himself with that? Roger somehow dies to cancel as he just walks up to the high ground and gets peeped by the sniper. Crystallize still finishes off Tomato outside of the base. That's 60 seconds without your position 1 Venge.
The Aeon disc actually did not proc there. He got pulled and braced in time before he did that.
Yeah, Sneko's had some screen saves this game. Crystallize jumping in with the combo. Avalanche onto Cancel. Cancel trying to get himself away, but the damage is too much for Crystallize and Dendi. They lose 2, they lose 3. Crystallize picks up the triple kill. And Na'Vi look to close this one out. Kezu trying to draw them away, just jumping past them, desperately trying to bring Na'Vi away from the barracks, but Crystallize takes the kill, gets the Ultra. They're bringing the boy in. They want to give their Tiny the rampage, but Cinnera says no! He just hides in the trees, and that is how you get reported.
Oh, he's looking for him. Oh, but it's already, I think it's been past the time.
Cinderin is denying that man of his rampage. There we have it. GG well played. It's called Na'Vi. Take the game. They win the series 2-0, get those tasty points, and it's not great for MidOrFeed. They've had a rough time here today in DreamLeague. I mean, sure, they've been against some pretty strong team. Na'Vi is looking very good recently. They